YouTube, what's going on? Jamar here, Vegas Sense. And in this video, I'm going to be going over another fragrance here from Alexandria Fragrances. And you can see here I have like a little, probably 3 ml decant of Himalaya Mountains or Himalaya Mountain. So this particular fragrance here is actually a interpretation or clone of Creed's Himalaya, okay? So Himalaya is one of those creeds that really doesn't get talked about too much. I don't really see a lot of people that own that particular fragrance, especially when you look at a lot of the like fragrance collectors on YouTube. A lot of them will have like all of these different creeds, but for the most part, none of them really seem to have this one, which is Himalaya. And I don't really understand why, because I mean, this is like a really, really nice scent, and I feel like it's very versatile as well. So it's definitely something that I feel like you can wear in the colder weather, as well as wearing it, in the summertime. So it's really it's a good fragrance. It's a really good fragrance. Um, this particular fragrance here, the Himalaya Mountain from Alexandria Fragrances, again, it seeks to emulate or be an interpretation of the fragrance, and to my nose, it does a pretty good job. I would say that this fragrance overall, when compared to Creed Himalaya, I would say is about 85 to 90%. It's about 85 to 90% close to the original Creed Himalaya. And I would say the most difference comes, for the most part, in the opening. In the dry down, this pretty much smells exactly like what I remember Creed Himalaya smelling like. I've only smelled it once, and that was one time I went over to my barber's house, and he actually had Creed Himalaya in his bathroom, and so I asked him, could I just spray one spray on my hand or whatever to try it, and I remember vividly how that smelled. And the main difference that I can say between the way that smelled and the way this Himalaya Mountain smells is the Creed Himalaya, from what I remember, smelled a bit stronger than what this smells like in the opening. Smelled a bit stronger, a bit more sharper, more piercing, kind of just a little bit more invigorating, I would say. Um, that's the main thing that I take away from how this smells in the opening and how that smells. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on real quick. And just off top, when you first spray this on, you really get a big blast of like the lemon and the bergamot, in the top notes from this. Um, don't really get too much grapefruit from this, which I believe is one of the top notes. So yeah, the top notes are grapefruit, bergamot, and lemon. Middle is sandalwood, and then you have musk, ambergris, and cedar in the base. Um, for the most part, like I said, I just mainly get bergamot and lemon from this. And it like I said, it just smells just a tad bit different than what the original Creed smells like. Like I said, I think the original Creed was just a bit stronger to my nose anyway, in the opening. But I would say probably after about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes or so, this starts to smell exactly like Creed Himalaya, exactly like it. So I definitely plan on getting a full bottle of this, because, like I said, it is a versatile fragrance. I feel like this is a fragrance that you could wear to the office, You could wear it to like a job interview. I think you could wear it to a formal event as well. Um, I don't know if this is necessarily a date type fragrance. I mean, I guess you could get away with wearing this on a date. I think though that this sort of, I don't know, I would have to get other women's reaction from this particular fragrance because I haven't had any women smell this. And I mean, I just got this sample in, I want to say yesterday, either yesterday or like a couple of days ago. So I haven't really done too much testing with this to really see how it smells on me and stuff like that, or to get anybody else's reaction to it. But I don't know, this just wouldn't be my first pick. Like if I was reaching for like a fragrance to use on a date, this wouldn't be my first pick. Not because it doesn't smell good, I just would prefer to wear other things other than this, okay? But again, I think this is a really, really underrated scent just in general, or just even if you want to say from Creed. Because again, this smells pretty much identical to it, once you get past like the initial opening. Um, this particular scent, I'll have to again test it a little bit, and see how well the longevity and projection is. Um, but I don't know, just smelling it off my hand, it does smell like it's something that would probably last at least, I would say, 8 to 9 hours, more than likely. And I would say probably in any type of weather, really. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much that's my initial take on this fragrance. I would say absolutely check this out. Um, Alexandria Fragrances has a sample pack that you can buy off of their website, and I believe, let me see how many fragrances you get with that. Okay, so yeah, with the sample pack, you basically pay $50 for it, and you get 7 5 ml decants of it. Okay, and you pretty much, it looks like, I don't know if this is all of their fragrances that they have, but it's a long list of fragrances on here that you have to choose from in alphabetical order. Um, and from what I can see, it looks like it probably is all of them. Just looking at the list here. So again, go and check this one out. I would say the Creed version of this is not, I would say it's not too much different to the point where, you know, you need to pay the extra money to get the Creed version. I think this version does just fine. And I mean, it would make more sense in my opinion to just pay the $60 that this costs for a 60 ml bottle, as opposed to paying, 300 plus or so for the Creed Himalaya. Okay. So again, Himalaya Mountains, Alexandria Fragrances, Vegas Scents. I'll see you on the next video.